I want you to imagine a high school junior. Let's call him Derek for now. Derek's getting ready to apply to college, but he doesn't know what to highlight about himself to make his application stand out. He'd like to know his chances of getting into UCLA, but current tools really only tell him where he stands up against past applicants based on his GPA and his test scores. And they don't take into consideration his unique personality or his unique life experience in the same way that a university admissions officer would. Most importantly, Derek attends a large public high school and has no one to guide him through this extremely overwhelming and anxiety-provoking process. 38 million students apply to college and graduate school every single year. And aside from the 1% who can afford expensive private college counselors, most of them feel just like Derek. That's why SeekU, like Seek University, aims to provide personalized college admissions counseling for all students by using gamification, psychometric data analysis, and machine learning. So, when a student like Derek comes to our site, he'll immediately be met with a psychology test that's disguised as a fun quiz. It feels a lot more like BuzzFeed than Sigmund Freud. So this is just the beginning of a whole host of quizzes, activities, and challenges that Derek can complete to provide us with further insight to his strengths and weaknesses as an applicant. So for example, Derek lacks some leadership experience, but he shows great tenacity and concern for others, which are all traits that our insider knowledge and research has shown that universities look for, but have a really hard time measuring in their applicants. When Derek comes to our dashboard, which is available on the web or on mobile, we'll be able to make recommendations to help his application stand out based on capitalizing on and developing his strengths. From there, we'll help him set goals and track his progress. You can think of it kind of like Mint, but instead of helping Derek track his finances, we're helping him track his progress through becoming a stronger college applicant. From there, a social feed will help Derek understand who his competition is and what they're doing every single day to improve their applications, which increases engagement and motivates Derek to keep using the platform every single day by leveraging this idea of social comparison. As we collect data, we'll be able to provide a robust data analytics platform so that universities and marketers can better understand, target, and reach these teenagers and young adults. So let's recap. A student comes to our website because they're anxious about applying to college. They tell us who they are by playing a bunch of games and taking some fun quizzes. We tell them what to highlight about themselves as an applicant and how they can improve, and we facilitate this process of self-discovery as well as self-development. They watch as their peers do the exact same thing, and this in turn motivates them to use the platform even more. And the more you use SeekU, the smarter SeekU becomes. From there, we provide anonymous psychographic data to marketers and universities. Now, the business opportunity here is immense. There's a rapidly growing $6 billion market for college prep services. And through a freemium model, we can monetize the students and parents who are already spending on college admissions while also allowing for free access to the students who can't afford to pay. This plays into our social mission of leveling the college admissions playing field. We also plan to monetize the data by tapping into this $12 billion that marketers spend every single year to better understand what's going on in these teenagers' minds, as well as the $1.25 billion that universities and colleges spend every year to target applicants. So with great opportunity comes a lot of competition, and this space is quite crowded. Some of our competitors are a little bit more accessible, while others are a little bit more personalizable. But most of them have one common flaw, in that they want students to conform. They encourage students to fit into this mythical box that people think colleges want to see. But that's not how college admissions works, right? Colleges want unique, diverse, interesting, and self-aware applicants, which is why SeekU encourages our students to discover what's unique about them and then build upon those strengths to make them the most compelling applicants that they can be, while all staying true and authentic to themselves. I'm Avriel Epps. I am a college counselor and a UCLA researcher in the Graduate School of Education who's been invited by the US Department of Education to present my work for Congress. I've also worked in advertising as a digital strategist for brands like Lexus, the NBA, and Procter & Gamble. And I'm seen as a social media influencer by brands like Nike and Red Bull because of my ability to garner millions of social media impressions on my platforms. This is Jordan, our technical lead, and my baby brother. Everyone thinks we're married. We're totally not. He's a UCLA graduate as well as a web designer, and he has over 7 years of experience working as an educator with teenagers. Kevin is our full stack developer who's won top honors, first prize in fact, at some of LA's biggest hackathons. And Mika is our resident psychotherapist whose practice specializes on teens. Together, we're determined to make sure that every single student in our country and eventually the world has access to college admissions counseling and feels empowered to follow their dreams to pursue a college education. And with the help of our university and school district partners, SeekU will launch to 15,000 students who are high achieving and attend severely under-resourced schools. We project that we'll reach 100,000 students within our first 8 months. It's time to make college admissions fun, rewarding, and most important, accessible. SeekU, college counseling for all. Thank you.